Hello everyone, it's Steph. Welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're not new, welcome back to my channel where I post daily about spirituality, healing, and personal growth. And in this video, we are going to be discussing the real you. Who is the real you? What is the real you? Where are the real you? Like, when you consider what the real you is, what do you think about? Do you think about what you see in the mirror on a daily basis? Do you think about, the experiences that you have been through? What comes to mind? And that's what we're going to be talking about, working to identify what the real us is, so that we can really begin to cultivate and grow and bloom the substance that we truly are. So what do we know? We know that each and every one of us came into this earth experience, born into this earth with a body, with flesh, blood, bone, hair, all of that. Now some of this stuff has fallen off of some of us, but we're making it the best way we can. So we know that we were born with a body. We were born physically into this physical realm with a body. But I challenge you to consider whether your body is the essence, is truly the essence of who you actually are. Is this itself? Is this what we see and can touch, what we can move tangibly? Is this who you truly are? Now, my position is that it's not. It's not who you truly are, though it is a part of this experience that you are experiencing. My notion is that who you truly are is that substance that lives inside of this body, inside of this vessel. Who you truly are is a substance that causes this vessel to move and to breathe and to see and to hear and to experience this realm. Now, your body is simply an earth suit. It's what allows you to interact here. It's what allows you to move about through this experience in this realm and gain and program and download all of the information that you can in order to add benefit to your true self. Your real self is your spirit, is your mind, and your heart. Your real self is where every transformation must happen before it manifests into this physical realm. Your real self is where your dreams, your visions, your ideas, your hopes, your love, your memories, and all of these things exist. Your real self is where you find courage to set you free from fear. Your real self is where you find healing for the wounds and the pains that you experience in life. Your real self is where you find empowerment where you once were discouraged. Now, many of us are struggling through this experience because we have not yet come to awaken to our true nature, which exists within. And many of us are experiencing pains and voids and emptiness and insufficiencies within, and we try to heal these things and fulfill these things by seeking the substance that is outward. And what we inevitably come to find always is that the substance that exists outside of ourselves and within this physical world, it can really never truly fulfill those things that we fulfill within. And until we undergo the journey and the transformation of traveling within ourselves to really get to know ourselves and who we are, to really get to know our true substance, we kind of just go through this life doing the best we can, but we actually never find that that true fulfillment, that ultimate joy, that ultimate healing, that ultimate fulfillment of the yearning that we feel at our very core, that makes us want to excel, that makes us want to achieve, that what makes us want to know greatness, that makes us want to know inspiration, that makes us want to be creative. And the source from which those things come from, that is where our true selves really exist, and that is where we need to connect in order to really know who we are. We need to be able to come out of this world that is essentially the only purpose of us being here is to show forth higher laws. Because guess what? while we are in this earth suit, we are bound by the laws of this physical realm. We are bound by the laws of physics. We are bound by the laws of this earth and physicality. However, within this earth suit, once we have trained our minds, once we have trained our visualization, once we go within regularly enough and spend time connecting with ourselves, spend time connected with nature, we develop spiritual senses. And the further we travel along that journey, we'll know that there is no limitation. There is no limitation. We begin to awaken to the truth and the fact that the substance that exists within us is one with all of nature around us, is one with everybody, is one with all that we can see, feel, and touch with these hands. But the purpose of this physical experience is for us to remember who we are. You know, we are spiritual beings who have come here to ascend. We are spiritual beings who have come here to get this experience, to help us evolve to higher consciousness, to higher dimensions. That's the whole purpose of this earth thing. You got to think about, okay, you have a physical vessel now, but what were you before you came to this earth? And what will you be after you return? Well, I should say, what will you be after you leave this earth vessel? Where will you go? What will you be? And you know, that answer is all relative to what we currently believe, what you currently believe. However, what we know as a fact is that before there was a beginning to our life, and there will be an end to our life here. You know, what the truth of the universe is relative to your experience. You know, it's relative. What that truth is to you now is relative to what you believe now. But what do we know as a fact? There was a beginning to the universe, and there might be an end. We don't know, but we know that there was a beginning. So we know that this is going somewhere as we exist on this time continuum. But only time will tell, right? Or maybe only higher consciousness will tell. Maybe, you know, the substance that we were before we came here and the substance that we are after we leave here is too high of a substance to understand when we operate at a low physical vibration. And that is the importance of getting to know who we truly are and raising our spiritual frequency so that we can understand things that go beyond this earth. Because for as long as we exist at a very dense, low vibration energy, and our spirit is at a low consciousness, our eyes of our understanding will never be able to grasp that type of substance. The eyes of our heart will never be able to perceive. The ears of our heart will never be able to hear that type of substance. We have to raise our vibration. We have to go within. We have to take some time apart from the world and really listen to our mind. We have to really take some time to meditate and to silence our mind so that we can hear from the divine source. We need to go within to connect to the divine source so that we can connect with higher wisdom and knowledge. And that's how we begin to know our true selves, apart from all of the vanity of this world, apart from all of, you know, the obstacles and hurdles and struggles that we deal with in this world. You know, what's the things that, you know, society aspires toward most of this world is material. But guess what? When we die, none of this material will come with us. It's vanity. It's vanity. It's vanity. So we are put here to live for more than vanity. Vanity is a very gross counterfeit of true riches. The true riches exist within. When you can go within yourself and learn how to be happy, whether you have material or not, you are truly rich. When you can go within yourself and learn how to have genuine peace, whether you are materially rich or not, you are truly rich. So those are true riches, and true riches are riches that never can be taken away from you. And this vanity and material of the world, all of these are things that can be taken away from you. And that's why we find that, you know, when we live for vanity and we live in this daily world, we chase vanity, We never take time to nurture ourselves and love ourselves and get to know ourselves. We never take time to be apart from the world and to silence our mind and to connect with our higher self, to connect with our feelings and to connect, with ourselves. If we never do that, we'll find that there's this everlasting emptiness. This everlasting emptiness that is never getting filled. And we compensate for this by living to distract ourselves. That's literally the basis of our life. Everything we do is to distract ourselves. Everything that we watch, everything that we consume, all of our habits are to distract ourselves. And this is a very poor way to live, because we never get fulfilled this way, and we never connect with our higher self and our true purpose. So we have to shift our consciousness from only acknowledging physicality and from only, seeing this world as a, honestly, from taking this world for granted. Everything we see around us is a miracle. And we begin to understand that more and more, that we could connect with our divine self and the source energy. But until we do that, we take all of this for granted. We take the trees for granted. We take the sun for granted. We take the sky for granted. We never come to appreciate this stuff for what it really is. And once we go to a higher understanding, we know that everything that we see around us is God, including ourselves. We are a small part of God's consciousness. And that's why we have come to this earth. It's a temporary experience for us to evolve to a higher part in ourselves, in God. And like I said, to remember who we are. We come here to show forth higher laws. Any transformation that we want to achieve, it happens in our mind first. Any growth that we achieve, it happens in our mind first. When we accumulate knowledge, where do we store that? In our mind. That stuff goes within. Power happens within. And then we translate power from our inner being to our outer existence. And that's how you can know that who you truly are is within. That's how you can know that all the answers that you seek are within. That's how you know that all that you need is within. It's not any of this that perishes. All of this outside of us is perishes. But that which is within is forever. That substance that we came from before we came to this earth is forever. And that substance that we go to when we leave this earth is forever. Our true substance is forever. And it's beautiful. And once we begin to really grow in that truth of who we are, we become more and more free. We start to live out our purpose. We start to be able to shape our life according to our divinity and the beauty that we have within. We get more free. So that's what I want to encourage everybody watching this video to do. Get in touch with who you truly are. Start to take care of yourself. Stop living this life neglecting to nurture yourself, to get to know yourself, to connect with yourself, to go within and really seek those answers. Because once you start to do that, you quiet your mind and you silence your mind. Once you go through practicing the ability to silence your mind, you begin to hear from divine substance. You begin to connect with the divine source energy to give you all of the answers that you need, to show you things that you've never seen before, to help you know things that you didn't understand before, and to connect with humanity and all life, animals, plants, nature, in ways that you never have before. And life begins to make perfect sense. All right, thank you everybody for watching this video. Like and subscribe. If I don't say it enough, I post daily. Please join me here in my community. Now is the time to ascend. Peace.